Good evening. Gravestones with names mark lasting memories. Gravestones with numbers seem incomplete and mysterious. A soldier now lies in a new grave in Hazelhurst. For many years, he was far from home, unidentified, but never forgotten. The horrors of war rob us of many things. The comforts of home, the feeling of safety, and the closeness of family. War robbed John B. Cummings' family of all that for 7 decades.
He can now rest where he belongs.
Saturday morning, Mark Hartzheim watched as his uncle's casket arrived at the Lakeside Garden of Sleep, a final resting place after several others far from home.
As long as we speak somebody's name, they're not forgotten.
Private Cummings, known to many as Jack, grew up in Wisconsin, joined the Army during World War II, and was deployed to the front lines in late 1944. Just 3 days in, on New Year's Eve, Germans attacked his foxhole.
They didn't find his rifle. They didn't find him. All they found was what appeared to be drag marks to the river.
The Army searched for Cummings and found a body in 1946, but clerical errors falsely led them to believe the body wasn't his. And in 1949, Cummings was ruled unrecoverable. His parents would never learn what happened to their son.
It became an obsession. It became what I felt as a duty. Because if I don't do it, who's going to do it for him? The important ones.
Hartzheim decided to dig into his uncle's case. He searched online, traveled, and worked closely with an Army historian. The historian felt the research showed John Cummings could be X-Files 6454, an unidentified body disinterred in Germany in 1946 and buried in a numbered grave for nearly 70 years at a U.S. military cemetery in France. Hartzheim submitted his DNA.
I thought it was like the lottery. Okay, you try it, but you know you're never going to win.
This summer, Hartzheim hit the jackpot. Military's WWII agency called to tell him John Cummings was finally found and finally coming home.
Oh my God. I think 3 times I just shouted, "Oh my God," and I started to cry.
Cummings' body was flown to Minneapolis, then driven to northern Wisconsin. Soldiers traveled from Missouri to offer full military honors at his funeral in Hazelhurst.
It constantly reminds us of why we serve. We serve for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice.
It was a sacrifice of time, tears, and sleep that Ann Hunt is grateful her brother was willing to make.
Gratifying feeling that someone is out there and someone continues to look and search and care.
The search for John Cummings is now over, ripped apart by war, but reunited with his mother and father by a bond that can never be taken away.
We obviously couldn't achieve this during his parents' lifetime, but it's a comforting thought knowing that he'll lie next to them forever.
Hartzheim says he's not quite finished working on his uncle's case. He still wants to find Cummings' high school yearbook to learn much more about him. The family, by the way, awarded Mark with the flag that was draped over Cummings' casket.